I
Like I knew it in more than a hell.
10 reasons to upgrade to Google Analytics 4, also known as GA4. So throughout this presentation, I'll be calling it Google GA4. Next slide, please. Ben? So 20 years in marketing, I can tell you a story about your website data that you wouldn't believe. And we fix marketing problems, get you to the top of Google, and develop your unique, uncopyable position for your business. Those are the things that we do. And I'm Rob. Next slide.
Hey, Rob.
So, hi. So we're going to talk about what the heck Google Analytics 4 is, 10 reasons to upgrade, one really important point at the end, and then we'll wrap up with some Q&A. All right. So GA4, also known as Google Analytics 4, is the latest version of Google Analytics. You're probably, if you're running Google Analytics, are using Universal Analytics. GA4 has been around since 2020. And it is more privacy focused. It has AI integrated into it. It has more security. These are some of the reasons you should switch to GA4 that we're going to talk about. It uses artificial intelligence to kind of give you information about your website visitors from within the reports. That's one of the biggest reasons. So I've been talking about throughout the year about AI and what AI is doing. This is one of the ways AI is showing up to help you in your business through GA4 and the reports that they show. So for example, you can go into GA4 and say, show me the 5 pages with the highest bounce rate. That is the pages that people look at and leave right away. So then you know that you need to make some improvements to the content on your site. So that's part of the AI built into GA4. Next slide, please. Reason 2, it's cross-platform. So for the first time, without a whole lot of work, we can track your traffic from one property through your mobile app, through your website, and anything else you integrate GA4 with. So you have a complete 360 picture of where all your traffic's coming from and what they're doing, regardless of platform. Reason 3, it can predict future behavior based on historical data. So it can predict future behavior of people on your website, but the most important point of this is based on historical data. So if you aren't running GA4, you don't have the historical data to make this possible. But you can, as the example says, predict which users are most likely to not interact with your website in a meaningful way, but also which marketing channels are most likely to generate leads. So this is really key. Get on GA4, get some history, you'll get to do some really cool things. Reason 4, you can use GA4 to create personalized experience for the users of the website. So this is kind of advanced GA4, but once you've implemented it and you've configured a few things, it's going to begin to give you ideas for what you can do and for marketing messages and what you can show to different users based on, this is a little bit e-commerce, past purchases to send them targeted email campaigns. You can do a little bit with this for lead generating as well with some advanced configuration. But the basic tools are there. They weren't there before. In Universal Analytics, you'd have to do a report, do an export, and then you could email. Now those steps are reduced. So that's reason 4 to upgrade to GA4. So privacy has always been in Google Analytics. They've gone one step further and said that we're not going to share users' IP address anymore with you, even if you run Google Analytics. because we realize this is really sensitive stuff. That there's,
Now they realize.
you know, it was there before if you got user agreements and that sort of thing. They eliminated it a long time ago, but here they're saying this is at the front and we're leading with this. So GA4 has been designed with privacy in mind. So that's reason 5. Reason 6, it can handle large data sets. What this doesn't say is that if you hook it to a data warehouse, so Google BigQuery can handle huge amounts of website visitor data and other stuff that you can commingle and mash up. And so what they're saying here is GA4 can help you get large and manage large data sets if you hook it to a database like Google BigQuery. So if you have a large number of website visitors, this is something that they're really keen on because they've hit some thresholds before with large sets of data from visitors of large websites. So they've gone scalable. That's reason 7, free, or like I say, almost free. Because if you know, and I say it's affordable, they say it's free, I would say it's cost effective. That's the truth in it. Because if you look in it, you're probably going to be bewildered of what to do and how to set it up. So it's free, but you might need some expert help setting it up. So that's reason 7, it's free. Reason 8, it definitely is more user friendly. I'm right now on set for several clients. I'm running 2 Google Analytics instances, Google Analytics 4 and Universal Analytics. And 4 is a little more intuitive as far as the reporting goes. So that's reason 8 to upgrade. It's easier. And reason 9, it's integrated with other Google products. This has always been true that it could be linked to Google Ads. That linking happens a lot more seamlessly now in this version. It's been a part of Google Marketing Platform. They've just done a better job with it. So that's reason 9, better integration with other Google products. Reason 10, it's secure. It's always been secure. They're taking it one step further with security and using using all the things you're used to seeing with security. So that's the 10th reason. And the most important reason is Universal Analytics will stop processing data for your website on July 1st, 2023. So you must upgrade before July 1st, 2023 to GA4. So that's the most important reason.
We could have started with that one. My brain wasn't hurt.
Well, this is all about why you should. And the most important one was, yes, in July, you're going to stop getting data. So you have to upgrade. What?
I have a question.
Yes.
You may think this is a crazy question.
It's only crazy if you don't ask.
Oh, so with artificial intelligence,
Yeah.
I heard, what percentage of information on the internet overall do you think is accurate?
Accurate according to whom?
Let's say factual.
Truth is truth.
Not so much. Sports scores and the comics.
Truth. I know, I like to see references within documents that prove people's points. I like to see data from authoritative sources like the National Institutes of Health, like the US Treasury, like the IRS, like FDA, whatever. I don't like melanoma healthcures.org.
Right. So I think where I'm going with that is does anybody truly know how much information out there is beneficial? And then if we're moving toward an artificial intelligence world that's picking up all this misinformation, how can we trust the numbers that are given back?
We still have to verify. I mean, all over these new AI tools, and this doesn't really talk about analytics, but AI, they're telling you, they're warning you that it may generate false information. I had an AI generate some information for me and provide references. It didn't provide the links to those references, but it supposedly quoted some people. I did a quick Google search. Those people didn't exist.
Nice. Solid.
So it makes
So
me
we're-
wonder if it's moving to an AI focused format,
Uh-huh.
what's the benefit of doing that versus the traditional point reports where that specific data is coming in?
In this case, AI is helping you interpret the data from your website. It's a very specific application. It is not going outside of the analytics to give you some fact about bocce ball.
It's not generating content.
It's not generating content. It's generating responses to your queries based on the analysis, the analytics data that's present in your account. That can't happen if you don't upgrade. And it's simple queries like, what's my most visited page beside the home page? Like for my dental client, there's a blog post we posted 3 years ago. It's 80% of the traffic to the website. It's
Thank you.
unique. You're welcome.
Very helpful.
Okay.
And then
Yes.
I got a few questions. One is, but then after the AI helps analyze it, it can then tell you what to change or how to change it to get more
It'll
based
give
on
you
historical data.
It'll give you some selective hints, but usually if the advice is from anybody that knows a little bit about analytics is if there's a high bounce rate with a web page, then there's something wrong with the page and how it's targeted to visitors. There's a disconnect. Either all the questions aren't answered or what you're expecting to bring the visitors in on isn't present in that web page. Those are usually the disconnects with traffic, high bounce rate pages.
So universal ends of July 1st.
Yep.
At that point, I mean, essentially your website's still there. It's just not generating any analytics.
Right,
So you have to change over to G4 if you want any kind of that.
you do.
And what's
Is the
that?
data coming over from Universal to GA4?
No.
So you're starting from scratch pretty
Yep,
much.
and the window for data collection tightens down. It used to be unlimited. Like I have a personal blog. I have 18 years of Google Analytics data to look at. I won't have that anymore. I'll have 18 months. Yeah, I could move it to BigQuery, but it's a personal blog. Like,
Yeah.
is it, do I really want to pay BigQuery to store that data? Probably not.
Do you really need it? I'm wondering what.
Do I need it?
What's the most effective?
Well,
range of data
I-
to get a picture?
I think it's more than 18 months.
Do you?
I do. Because it's a year and a half, but what happens the next year? And what happens the next year? So there are ways that you can connect Google Analytics 4 to BigQuery so you can save that data. And that's really,
You can
What-
download the data and upload it.
you can connect to BigQuery and it will import directly.
But you can't download.
You can download reports, you can download the data, but it won't make any sense to you.
So what would be your recommendation for a business owner today?
Small business owner or large enterprise?
Small
I don't
business
know
owner.
how you define small.
Small,
Everyone
solopreneur, everybody in this room.
Oh, okay, we'll do that.
Okay, everybody in this room, use the 18-month data collection window, set it up, and use the 18 months. Use the AI to give you some tips on what you can improve on your content on your website to make your website more effective. That would be for the solopreneur, single, small business owner. Upgrade to GA4. You're not getting spam from Google. Mike sent me an email, and just to confirm with you, this is not spam. They're telling you to upgrade, why you should upgrade. They're telling you to upgrade and why you should upgrade. And they've been telling you
For a long time.
for a long time.
Just gotta make sure before you click the link.
But just before July 1st, you might want to upgrade so that you have a way to compare data sets. You can look at your old stuff because some things have gone away, like bounce rate is gone. It's now page experience. And the two don't jive. So we're looking at a new way of looking at data and analyzing website visitors on top of all this. So it's not just all these changes, it's changes in reports too. So it's really, it's a really big change.
So is it kind of like just flipping a switch then, if you go from one to the other, or is it more, there's more extensive? stuff?
There's more than that, yeah. You've got to start a new instance, import some things, start some tracking of some things. I think I took 50 actions to upgrade my mother's account yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta upgrade our accounts. Ugh.
Rob.
I think Lonnie might have thought she was doing that.
I feel you.
So your mom has a business. then?
Yeah.
That's why-
Right.
Yep. Yeah, melbournefacepainting.com.
Oh, we love them.
Yeah. She's a
Gee.
face painting in the Melbourne, Florida area. Yeah, what other questions?
How long has it taken you? You said you did 50 actions. How
Yeah.
long did that take you?
I think I set aside an hour and a half. I kind of know what I'm doing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So there is a guide to walk you through embedded in Google Analytics. You can use that.
Directions.
It's a guide, step-by-step guide. It's not directions. And
Sorry.
what else can I say? Do it now so you have something to compare it to, because
First time you
well, I started making these transitions back in 2021 when they first rolled it out, and it was a lot harder then. They made it a lot easier now to do the migration.
I have a question.
Yes,
How
Lon.
much do you charge to do it for somebody like me who doesn't know how to do it and doesn't want to do it?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Rob, that's great.